Some of you might want to concentrate in web app paint test, or perhaps you are performing your bug bounty and you need to understand how the web application works. This is where you need to understand the requests that will be sent from the client side to the server side. This is where proxies like BurpSuite or WhatsApp and others come in play. So in this video, I'll be showing you how we can configure our BurpSuite to our Firefox in Kali Linux. So here, just go on and set up your BurpSuite. The one that comes primarily installed in our Kali Linux, it is a community version which is free. But there is a sold one which is the professional, whereby you pay some money to have that. Now here I also have my browser which is opened. In the browser we are going to install an extension which is called Fox Proxy. You will see that it is wonderful. So here on our BurpSuite, I'm going to just click OK. We are going to wait for another pop-up so that we can proceed and start up our BurpSuite. As it is kicking up, we are going to come here to our browser and I'm going to click here on extensions. So once we are here on extensions, all we need to do is to search for Fox Proxy. I see we have an interception by our BurpSuite here. Just proceed with next and start up Zap. So it's going to go on, and in case it is successful, we shall have our BurpSuite started up. So as it is starting, let's come back here to our browser. Here we are going to search for Fox Proxy. With this Fox Proxy, this is where we shall configure everything to connect to our BurpSuite. So we need to install this inside our Firefox. Then later we can also put in a certificate so that they can work successfully. So with this, you will go for this first one, which is very standard. So I'm going to click on this one. So once you have clicked on it, here you will see we shall have install to or add to Firefox. So I'm going to click to this. Now I'm going to click on add. Once everything is perfect, we shall have our Fox Proxy just here. In case it does not display here, you can come and you pin it to our toolbar. So once it is done, let us first come back and see what's popping with our BurpSuite. So it is still working because my machine is a bit slow. I'm working in the virtual machine here, whereby I gave it just 1 GB of RAM. So let's just give it a few seconds for this BurpSuite to start up. Now once your BurpSuite has started, we need to come here to the proxy. So in the proxy, this is where we shall go on and we intercept, but we need to see which port shall we be listening to. Once you click to the proxy, you come here to proxy settings. Under the proxy settings, you see we have our loopback address, which is our home address, and the port. What we are going to be doing is to set up this IP and the port to our Fox Proxy. So I'm going to go on and close this. If you try to see here, the port is 8080. So once I close this, let's come back here to our browser, and we do have our Fox Proxy here. I'm going to click on it and click on options. So once you click on options, a new page is going to be loaded. We are going to create up a proxy. So just come here to proxies and click on add. So here on add, perhaps we can give it a name. We can just call it Burp. Here we can just leave it as HTTP, but once we come here to the host name, we can type there our IP, which we saw in the BurpSuite, which is 127.0.0.1. Here on the port, if you remember, the port was 8080, and that is okay. So now here we are set. All we have to do is to just click on save. Once our proxy has been set, we shall be able to see it here on the drop down. You see we have a proxy. It has a name of Burp. So everything has worked successfully with this. Now here we need to get a certificate that we can install in our Firefox so that these two can connect together. To connect to our certificate, I want you to come here to your Fox Proxy and I want you to click to Burp. Then it will be activated. You see here. And if you try to see here, it means we are using a proxy of Burp. So all you are going to do, I want you to come to your browser. You are going to just type BurpSuite. So once you type BurpSuite, we shall be taken to a page whereby we need to download a certificate. And after downloading that certificate, we shall install it in our Kali Linux. So now here we see that the certificate, they are just taking us to Google, which is different. But I'm going to come and say I accept the reset. So once everything is done, though this website, it should only be active if the BurpSuite has been started. We don't need to turn on the interceptor, only if this has been started and you have connected to our Burp, we shall have access to our BurpSuite. So here I'm going to just go on and type BurpSuite again to see if we can be taken to that page. Though we are redirected to Google, I can just go on and remove this. Perhaps let me just go with a protocol that I could put here. So simply it's going to be HTTP. It's now going to be HTTPS. Then let's write our BurpSuite. So BurpSuite, then we proceed with that. So here you see that we have received just an error. Let me proceed with this. Again, I guess it's loaded in a different page. So once you execute our BurpSuite, it shouldn't have the HTTPS. You should have a page like this. Now once you have a page like this, you can come here to certificate, see a certificate, click on it, our certificate will be downloaded. So we need to put this certificate inside our browser so that we can start intercepting requests from the browser. How can we install that certificate? All you are going to do, come click here, just scroll down a bit, then we need to go to settings. Now inside the settings of our browser, we are going to scroll down. Here we need to look for our general bar. Still, you can come here to privacy and security. We are going to scroll down just a bit. Now here we need to look for where our certificates are. So I'm going to scroll down. Now here you see that we do have certificates. I'm going to say view certificates. They will show us the present certificates, which are these ones. And I'm going to click on import. Now here we shall browse to the location of downloads where our downloaded certificate is. So here they are just showing us the recent, but even though you come to downloads, we only have that certificate. So I'm going to double click on it and it is going to pop up like this. So I'm going to just check up this, that I trust this, and I'm going to do OK. So once everything is perfect, and if we scroll down just a bit, you'll be able to see your certificate if you try to read through, because they are many. But I'm going to do OK because we are sure that our certificate was installed in our browser. So now after your certificate is installed, we need to confirm whether our browser will be able to intercept all requests. So I'm going to come back here to our BurpSuite. Still on the proxy, we are going to click on turn on our interceptor. If the interceptor is turned on, and if we come back here to our browser, perhaps if you are searching for something, I'm going to just click to this and press enter. It will be intercepted by our BurpSuite. You see that in a few minutes, we've managed to configure our BurpSuite to our Firefox. So now I'll be creating more videos documenting different vulnerabilities in the web app pen test and bug bounty together. In case you want to join me along this journey, you can subscribe to my channel. Feel free to give me a thumbs up to this video, and also you may share to friends that may be interested to this. I will see you in the next video.